All right, traders, I am back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the Ripple US dollar. All right, XRP US dollar. I think a lot of traders are probably bullish on this asset, but we're going to look at it right now and look at an opportunity that might be developing for you to get into the Ripple US dollar if you're not in it at this time. Currently, it's not a fully developed trade yet, but there's a possibility. So a lot of times when we have a trade set up or a trade developing, we can see where that level is, and we know when we want to get into the market, or basically where we'd like to get into the market. So you look for the market to correct at that level. And most of the time, when you talk about a 1, 2, 3, 4 move or a AB equals CD move, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which means you're usually getting into the trade. You want to be getting into that trade at the 3 level, not the 2 level. The 2 level is usually as based with Ichimoku fluctuation, and that's where you're going to see a lot of ranging and whatnot. So we're going to go over this chart and we're going to talk about what we got going on. Also, I'm making my first video with my brand new Blue Yeti. So the Blue Yeti microphone, it's pretty good. It sounds pretty good. I listened to it a few times here. So hopefully it sounds good for you guys. Hopefully you hear me pretty good. So let's look at this chart, see what we're talking about. So I'm looking at the daily time frame here, and I'm also using the default settings. I use the default settings for Ichimoku, okay? So what we're looking at here, a lot of times like when you're trading with Ichimoku, the couple of the main trade setups you want to look for are the bounces off of these Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen lines, and also like the TK zone trades. So you want to look at those types of trades. Now, where we are right now, you could see that the market kind of rejecting this level a little bit. I want to see this candle close a little bit higher. I don't want to see this body get full and come below this Tenkan-sen, because see, this Tenkan-sen level is holding resistance at this point. I mean support, sorry. So what Ichimoku does, it has levels of support and resistance, and currently you're in the middle of a lot of support right here. So what you see is like you have the cloud here, this flat level. So I'm going to mark some of these levels and let you see what I'm looking at here. This flat level is giving us some support because we broke above, and you can see this, it's a flat cloud right here, and then it's flat right here on the bottom here, and then you see you got a couple crossovers. That lets us know that there's really no momentum, big term momentum in the market right here. So it's kind of flat basically. So I think like you would look at it trading in this area here, but that's a good enough move for us to make some profit. So you could see we got a crossover that's bullish. So this is your TK crossover, which is bullish. You're bouncing on this Tenkan-sen at this point. We want to see the market remain above Tenkan-sen and just carry us up into the areas where we're looking like we can make some good profit up here at about 0.31, 426. We want to break that level. All right, that's a level we want to get through. So if we take our trade down here, if we're able to get the trade down here, we would shoot for this level, but we definitely want to get through that level because there'd be more profit for us at that point. All right, so that's what we're looking at here. Basically, with Ichimoku here, we just developed that crossover, that bullish crossover. TK crossover is bullish. So Ichimoku Chikou span is above price, but Chikou span is just getting out of the cloud. Let's add it on here so you guys could see it. I pretty much know where it is, so I don't really keep it on my chart because you could tell where it is. But you could see, I can't tell where it is. I don't even keep it that color. So let's go back to the settings and make it, we like to be pink, magenta. But I'm not afraid of my pinkness. All right. So that's good. And let's go okay. So it still is inside the cloud, inside the price a little bit. We want to see it get outside of this price level here. All right. And then it's going to probably find a little bit of resistance getting through this cloud. But we definitely want to get out of this price. This price is holding us up. And basically it's when I talk about saying that price is holding us up, it's just a previous level from the past that's holding resistance, kind of where the market could range, because we're kind of between support and resistance levels. And when you go back and look, you could see like Chikou span shows you that, and you see that. It's not that I'm saying, oh, Chikou span's going to hold the market up. It's not the case. All right, but when people hear me talk, they think that's what I'm really talking about, something like that. But no, that's not the case. The case is Tinkinson is a support level, and the market has pulled down to this support level because it corrected itself with 2 candles, and hopefully we could see it bounce off of this level. We want to see it not close up below this Tinkinson level. Now, we know we're wrong when the market comes inside the TK zone, but even at that point, you could still have support from your Kijinsen, all right? So what we still want to see, even if we do break and violate, we still may see some support from Kijinsen where we could still get long, because I think you're going to see this thing break long. I mean, you got some support down here too at this flat Kijinsen here. And then you may see this, once we see some angulation here, that shows momentum, a little bit more momentum. Now, this is the short-term momentum with Tinkinson, and this is the longer period momentum. And then your overall cloud tells you the big bias, the big picture of the market. So with the big picture, it's kind of flat. That doesn't mean we can't move higher into these levels. Now, breaking that 31,426 level is going to be important for us if we could get in here. Now, the thing about this, I want to wait. I don't want you to just jump in here yet, because you could possibly get a better trade lower than this level here if we can't hold with Tinkinson. But if Tinkinson holds, then we're going to be able to probably be able to get a nice entry at about this level here, and we could probably even get a better entry. See, it goes basically, for me, I like to look at the previous candles and see what the price action is and how I could get into the market. Now, a lot of times I go to a lower time frame to get into the market here, but if I stick with the daily here, I want to see that momentum start to gain, that momentum build back up, and I'll see a little bit of that with the Williams %R along with Tinkinson staying angled to the upside. Eventually we'll see Kijinsen angled to the upside, and then that shows us that we have that move to the upside develop. All right, so we don't want to take the trade as the market's dropping. There's bears in the market right now. We don't want to be going long while there's bears taking control of the market. We want to find out where the bears become weak and where we could get that strength to get back into the market. And that level appears to be Tinkinson, okay? Because that's where you're going to look for a lot of your bounces off of that Tinkinson level. And then also Kijinsen. So like when you break through Tinkinson, you go to your next level, which is Kijinsen, right? Just like here, the market broke and went back up to Kijinsen, then dropped a little bit. Then the bias changed a little bit, directional change. But yes, Ichimoku helps you pretty much here. Like what I look for, if I really wanted to know if I have a bottom down here, a lot of times I'm going to be looking at the cloud. I'm going to look at how that cloud looks. Now, this cloud's not really giving me any indication, because a lot of times you'll have a bottom here that's another support level from the past, and then you'll get a thick cloud like you did here, much like you did here. Even this thick cloud here, because you could see what happens when that cloud's thick. The market stalls up, and then next thing you know, really thick cloud like this shows you a top up here in the market dropping. Let me go back here. We didn't really get a thick cloud per se here. We got a lot of moulash, if you want to call it that. We got a lot of junk. Basically, it's a flat. It looked kind of flat because you got too many. You don't want to see a lot of crossovers like this with the cloud, because you got a crossover here. So you got a Kumo twist here, and then another Kumo twist, and a possible Kumo twist developing again. That means your market is flat, okay? So that's Ichimoku, that's XRP, Ripple US dollar. Looking at that with a possibility for a trade here. Now, again, watch to see this rejection here. We want to be rejected. We don't want to go lower than this level, really. And then if we do, we're going to be inside the TK zone. Still, for this whole bias to change, I think you need to break through this level here. All right, break outside of the cloud, this lower level of the cloud. But I don't think you would see that, because you may see the support from your Kijinsen here, and then you'll be able to get into a long trade if we violate Tinkinson. At this point, we're looking to honor Tinkinson level and then see the market move higher. All right, so that's what we're looking at this point. And again, remember, don't take the trade if you're not in the market yet. Don't just jump in here yet. We want to see where the market's going to reverse for us, quite possibly. And what we're trying to get back in is with this strength right here. All right, so this was the strength, and if it's going to maintain that strength, it'll keep going, and we'll be able to catch it in a good area. All right, but if you're in this already, then I would probably hang on, because there's some good signs of this becoming a bullish market. All right, so let's see what happens on this, and hopefully it works out for y'all. But until next time, guys, have a great one. God bless. So long.